Happy New Year,
everyone, and welcome back to Fate's End. Sorry, we've had so many technical difficulties trying to get the stream going today, but we are here and welcome. Let's get into our announcements, shall we? First of all, welcome to Fate's End Homebrew Dungeons & Dragons game, driven by Fate. I will be your tail weaver for the evening. I'm sure I'm in the wrong spot, or I might be in the right spot at some point, but that's who I am. Shout out to our partners, of course. We want to shout out Tabletop Audio at tabletopaudio.com for the ambiance we use in our shows from time to time. We also want to shout out Nine Realms Gaming. They create top-notch gaming accessories from the finest woods this realm has to offer. You can visit ninerealmsgaming.com and use our exclusive partner code LIAR10 to get 10% off. We also have some really, really exciting news for you as well. We have a new partner, and you have probably heard of them before. If you haven't, you're in for a real treat. We also are very excited to introduce Mithril Armory. They create unique tabletop RPG items for everyone to enjoy on their home adventures. You can grab their 1020. Check this out. Check it out. Wait, oh, this is my new camera. New camera. Danny has one. Deanna is in the middle of putting hers together. But yes, they're super cool. I put mine together today, and I was worried it wasn't gonna, like, I could step on this and there's no way this thing would flatten. Like, this thing is strong. But yes, you can check them out. You can go to mithrilarmory.com. They also have really cool graphic tees as well. I went and I looked. They have like a cleric t-shirt. I love the illustration work on it. I also, as a connoisseur as a graphic designer, their logo it's beautiful. So I do tip my hat to that as well. But yes, you can check them out. Christian, their command is, where is Christian? Where'd he go?
He just lost his power.
Oh, he lost his power? Wow. What is today? God. Is today the 13th of Friday? Geez, Louise, man. What luck we're having here today.
Look, let's just do a recap. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, that I don't know if Dylan sent us into the recap yet.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Oh man.
For the ambient sounds that we use our online player from time to time as well. You can follow us on social media using Command Socials and check out Ink and Lyre on our social channels. Or if you want to follow the entire cast of Fate's End, you can use Command FateCast to follow the entire cast as well. Who is recapping for us tonight?
Luden is.
Luden. He is with us.
Who is with us? But he'll be back.
In the shadows.
In the Of course, he's always in the shadows. Yeah. Luden is going to recap us this evening. So without further ado, let's draw our cards for tonight's episode of Fate's End.
Oh man. The pain never gets old. It's funny, because you guys always seem to only see me in pain. Emotional or otherwise. Oh. It's fine, I guess. You know, we've only been here for like 2 days. But back home, it's been about 2 months. Another week and it'll be my birthday. So, let me tell you what's happened in the last 2 months on Fate's End. We started out doing some pre-scouting for Breaking Prey's family out and found the prison. It was just about as inviting as you would expect it to be. Guards outside, wards on the entrance. And of course, our secret way in.
You begin circling the space down the rocky cliffside, and you almost miss it, but notice the exit of a pipe heavily shrouded in slick, sludge-covered fungi. And you take some time to kind of clear it out, while Samir keeps watch with Luden, and find the fungi has rotted away at the grate covering the pipe. And you notice the pipe is large enough for one person to crawl through at a time. It's a tight pinch, and you'll be covered in muck and grime after crawling through it, but you'll be able to fit through.
Yeah. Of course, our only way in was through the sewer. And on top of that, there was a crap ton of liquids jettisoning themselves from the way we needed to go. With my luck, it wasn't that surprising. With our scouting mission complete, we went back to our base to make a plan, during which arguments took hold.
We're not seeking a whole host of prisoners out of there. I think it's I think it's stealth going in and guns blazing going out.
But then are we able to
Right.
just kill everyone? I mean, they might be, regular Fae like you or Adrienne.
No one in that prison is our friend.
Well, but they might be controlled. I mean, I don't know, but this is common in these lands, yeah?
Do we have the forces to even go out guns blazing like that? Like, I thought the point of stealth was so that we can minimize losses, right?
And the point of stealth is to get in there before they can see us, and then take them from surprise going out. The people in that prison are aligned with Elrixis. This is not a game
by choice.
This is not the material plane where people can get paid and they have loyalties because they have other obligations. This is the Fae. Everyone over there is on Elrixis' side because of loyalty.
They're on her side because she wears the crown, right?
If you plan to have a conversation with them, that's on you, but I do not expect it to go well. You know just as well as I do, Akron, these people do not move sides because you ask them to.
I get that, but that means that that means that Elrixis didn't ask them to join her side either. They just had to. They didn't have a choice in the matter.
I will say...
They won't have a choice when they try to kill you either.
Maybe ideally we can sneak in and then sneak out, and we won't have to kill anybody.
Ideally.
Again, we can have lots of ideals, everyone, but the moment that something goes wrong, we need to be on the same page.
Look, I'm not saying that we don't defend ourselves. I'm saying that going in guns blazing might be a little overkill.
I'm not going to risk Prey's family because we don't want these people to be okay. Like if we're worried about these people and whoever their lives are outside of their jobs or their loyalties, like I'm sure you can all care about that. I'm not going to do so when Prey's family's in danger.
The plan we ended up with was sneak, save, and escape, by whatever means necessary. And then out of nowhere, Esperise asked the party to do something wild.
It has held me back for a decent amount of time, wondering if it is the right time to say things. And this is definitely not the right time for me to share anything. But if everything goes well tomorrow, and we all make it out, and the situation goes well, if we could make a visit to Helianthus's land in Ishamar Court to kill him, that would be very convenient for me.
One moment. Prayer's gonna motion for someone to bring them drinks for this conversation.
We talked briefly about murdering Esperise's father, but decided to table that discussion. And then we got into an even more divisive subject. The truth, and letting it all out on the table. My truth? Well, it was simple. Our party has kept secrets for as long as I can remember. We refused to ask for help, and made sure that the world was ignorant about what truly was going to happen to them. And for that reason, I figured that we needed a name to represent that. And after we talked a little, we came up with the name The Silent. Fitting. Esperise's truth was a little different. Apparently, she knew one of the Celeste set and just neglected to tell everyone.
There's Asteria, this sorceress of the Celeste set. I mentioned that she is walking the material plane. Again, maybe worthwhile also to mention that she has pledged to destroy the bloodline of the paladin Cassius. But I have mentioned this in the letter that I left to Zemlin. I say, so the DM also knows, so that I will tell her what is in the letter later. And I am making sure that Rue and Cassius are being guarded appropriately during this time. She's taking a very direct, actionable route to solving the Seven issue. I feel like if we didn't have a personal connection to Finalai and to Rue and to Cassius, this would be a totally reasonable course of action, but unfortunately conflicts with us to a certain extent.
Samson said he had no secrets to give. Says he's an open book. Bray, on the other hand, asked us to do something I can't and will never do.
So, a while ago, when Finn was telling us everything, I said that I would choose my family over the world. And I meant that. And I don't know what will happen to my family or what will happen tomorrow to any of us. But I do know that being here, I have never been more powerful. And I know I'm going to kill the Shade Witch. And once I do, I will have even more power. And of course, I like to think that I am the same person that you met. But I also meant it when I said that tomorrow and everything we are going to do will change us. And if I change in a way that Finn said that Vera used to be a kind goddess and a nature goddess, something beautiful, but that she grew vengeful, that it consumed her. And if it consumes me, I want you to kill me.
No.
Plus, how would we know that? Like, how do you determine that?
All I know is that if something happens, if my family, if you don't, I know that I am capable. I am not a fool who thinks that I am an exception or that I am better than the things that we fight. And if my reason for fighting is taken from me, who's to say what I will do? I want this all to be ready. And it would give me peace of mind.
And Akron. Oh, Akron. Akron saw it best to say that he was willing to kill Prey if need be.
Akron will, he'll stand and he'll walk in front of Prey. And he'll get down on one knee, kind of bow to her, even though he knows she hates that. And he'll do it quickly, and then he'll stand back up and he'll look at her very seriously, and he'll say, we don't know each other very well, especially relative to the people in this room. And since I've joined you guys, I've been studying you, watching you, and trying to wonder what kind of people you are, and more specifically, what kind of queen you are. And since I've met you, and especially since we've been here, being in your presence has felt different. You are powerful, very powerful. Even my armor reacts to you. And hearing what you said just now, the sacrifice that you're willing to make, he says, I hope you know that it is with complete loyalty to you that I say I will be willing to make that sacrifice for you. I don't think anyone else in this room could. They love you too much. And I see why.
You know, for someone that talks about being conscious about what they turn into, he was mighty quick to say he was willing to kill one of our party members. But don't worry. We'll have a conversation about that later. We moved on, and Akron then asked Esterese about her reasons for hating the Fae and why they had changed.
My mother was, I don't want to say taking advantage of, because she made her own choices, but she had, her life was very hurt badly, mortal mother by the Fae, and I am very ashamed to say that I allowed this to color my vision of all of the Fae, that I let hatred enter into my heart. But I love Prearia, that I love Avriel, and I love Samson. And seeing my mother, even in the situation that she is in, reminded me that she would never have wanted me to hate anyone. I would still like to kill Helianthus, but
Oh, yeah.
to you and to all the free people of this plane, all that I can offer is my sincere apologies.
And finally, Finn.
Oh, I guess I just wanted to solidify the fact that, well, you're the best friends that fate could have ever given me, and I love you all very much, and I'll do anything for you, even if you don't believe it's true.
I don't know what to say to that. I feel like everything I would want to respond there would be too much right now. So we set off. To make a long story short, we made it inside, just a couple of scratches and bruises. And we found a large cavern. I took a knee to see what I could hear, and I heard some sound, so we went in that direction. And what we found was not what we were looking for.
You
Crying though.
you all hear at this point.
Drip, drop, drip, drop. See how it blows. See how it goes. Blood that rots. Skin with spots. Hearts so sweet, the best of meat. Lupercalia, Lupercalia.
We were faced with this strange creature. A wither rot, I don't know. A fight ensued, which is why I look the way I look right now. And as we fought, there were really only two things of note that happened before we got away from it. One, Prey saved us by revealing everything around it and lighting up the cavern.
She looks at Lud and says, I don't know about the moon, but how about the sun?
Yeah.
And she casts Wall of Light.
Wall of light or sunlight?
Wall of Light.
That's a spell? What is wall of light?
It is indeed. Ooh.
I get a big ass
made
one.
for
New
that.
stuff.
And two, in their rush to escape, everyone left Akron and me alone to face this thing.
What are you at right now?
That is 82 damage.
Wee, holy crap, that's a lot of damage. I am at a 67.
Not anymore.
So you are down.
Yeah.
Akron,
Woo!
you turn, like, as you hear that rumbling, the creature screams at you. You hear that rumbling in its chest as it begins to break forward, the green just illuminating the cavern, mixing with that sunlight, and it just vomits forth this spew of that embalming fluid and like ethereal flame that just sears against your skin and against your face, and you just fall flat into the earth, unconscious.
Sure, it wasn't for a long period of time, and we ended up getting Akron back up. But in that moment, while the party was screaming for me to follow, while Akron was on a ledge alone, it felt like we were leaving Samson all over again, but this time I was there to see it happen. And I think if we would have lost Akron, the only thought I could think was that I was happy it wasn't me. And now as we sit in this tent, I'm wondering if everyone else had that same thought. You see, I'm willing to charge into battle, to put my life on the line, to fight beside each and every one of the silent. But I don't know if I'm truly willing to give my life for them. I'm a human. But every day I spend with these people, doing the things that we have to do, leaving behind those we have to leave behind, and betraying those we have to betray. I may be human, but I'm feeling like I'm getting farther and farther away from my humanity. And by the time I get my chance to kill Levi, I don't know if I'm going to have any left. Look, I'm doing this for my mom. But it's times like this, I think, would she even be able to recognize me? I'll see you next time on Fate's End.
Woo!
Hi,
Wait, are we coming back? I'm trying to fix the
Things
thing.
are a little
We're
bit
here. It's
complex right
okay.
now.
Oh,
It's okay.
Lord. Okay. I hate you, Dylan. I swear to God. My forehead is sticking into the ethereal plane. Can you see me now?
You look beautiful. Lauren, why don't you explain what's going on to all the boys and girls and others out there?
We're struggling.
Everyone,
We're
sit
struggling.
back for a moment. We're having some serious technical issues. We're really trying. Can you feel my soul breaking right now? I think Daniel is frozen right now. Christian's power went out.
What I want everyone in the
Raina
audience right now
froze.
to imagine is us trying to get you this stream tonight is a little bit like we're crawling across a volcanic field, magma flying, our arms are burning, and we're clawing our way towards you to bring you the stream tonight.
I had
Daniel's
one camera. I had one camera and I just switched to a different camera. I don't know if you could tell because I look a little bit green tonight. Everything that has gone wrong everything that, yes, I can't even word right. Oh, okay. So, yes, we're having a lot of technical difficulties this evening. It doesn't typically happen. We're gonna try to make it to break. But know that if we get disconnected, that is why. But we're gonna try because we love you so much. Now, let me drop you all back in and try to set the mood. All right. Where are my notes? Okay. We're in a sewer. Shit is getting real. You all have, no, I'm just trying right now. You all have just barely escaped fighting one of the wretches, just one of the wretches. And you know there are more than one, but one happens to reside down in this dark, just despicable, fungi infested sewer below this prison. Akron has created a hut, Lehman's hut, I believe, so that you all may take a short rest in such a very serious location that you probably shouldn't be able to take a short rest in. You take a moment sitting back, reclining, tending to your wounds, and you notice the hut is transparent from the inside. And you, like when you first walk in, the entire outside was completely covered with vines, opaque. You couldn't see anything. And but once you walked right through, there's almost like this ether veil. Like you can see the outside of a shadow. And so you can see outside all around you, but you can't, but you notice that you cannot see inside from the outside. As you're kind of sitting there tending to your wounds and preparing to grab that ladder, you do see that that ladder is about 40 feet out from the hut, and it's locked halfway up about 50 feet. And unlocking it will allow the ladder to descend near the ground for you all to climb up. Looking around, you also notice bones, lots of bones, kind of piled up and around beneath this ladder, where that kind of manhole is, leading up into the prison. And as you glance around and observe the space, you do, after about 10 minutes, which I believe is how long that spell lasts for Aria, you do hear shifting kind of all around you, the ripping of roots and skittering across the ceiling and around the ground. Cool. The moment is yours.
So Ludin will probably sit for 40 minutes, just recounting everything that went on. And then he'll walk over to Akron and just whisper, just sit down and stare forward and just whisper and speak to Akron really quickly and be like, "You okay?"
I've been better. Yeah, he looks like crap, obviously. You know, he has like large portions of his skin burnt off. You see where where he's most wounded, his armor's kind of like wrapped itself around it. You see like just this soft like blue green energy just kind of pulsating over his wounds, like on on his chest and his face and stuff.
Yeah, Ludin knows that look after being on fire for a long period of time. Ludin will go, huh, yeah. I'm sorry that happened to you. I don't think it should have, personally. But thanks for the hut and everything, and I think you should realize, Akron, this party, you know we're not heroes, right? We're not. Look, you talked a lot back when we were trying to make the plans. It reminded me a lot of myself, actually, with being willing to kill people that are innocent or not innocent, but Akron, we're not heroes. We are, at best, assailants of circumstance. We lost our victim card, when you align yourself with people that have committed a genocide, or we've deposed governments, or we've done a lot, Akron. And when I think about what being human means and all the questions that you ask about being human, I think the question you have to ask yourself when you're with a party like us is, are you willing to be a man or a monster? Because when I first came here, I definitely would have said the same thing. We should not be killing people that have no idea that they're following an evil person, or that we should be thinking about everyone else's lives compared to ours. And the first day that I did that, almost every one of our party members died. I'm not asking you to forget your humanity. Matter of fact, you're probably more human than I am at this point. But I will say, if you're going to follow us, if you're going to stick around with us, you're going to need to know what you're willing to give up. And you're going to need to know where that line is for you. And no matter what anyone else says, Samson, Finn, no matter who else believes in you, you need to know where that line is. Because I didn't. And look at me now. Don't lose your humanity, man. And while you're figuring that out, hopefully this can help you live long enough to find it out. And he will pull out, he will reach into his bag of holding and he'll pull out the carapace of the thing that they killed a long time ago. And if he wants, he can use it as a shield, since he's up close. I don't know if he's proficient or not, but he could probably use it a lot better than I can. So he'll hand him the shield, and he'll be like, I'll let you think on that. And he'll start just getting his things ready, and let Akron mull over that before he talks to the entire party.
If I could relatively quickly, just at some point during this rest, she's not going to strike up a conversation or anything, but Esprit will head over to Akron as well. The way she's healing, you can kind of see this gold film spreading over her skin, like deeply inhuman things just bonding each other up. She'll sit down beside you, put her hand on your shoulder, and hand you a greater healing potion, 2 greater healing potions. They're both 4d4 plus 4. You will remember that she also said that she was not willing to kill people who weren't doing what they wanted to be doing, and she is not a human. And then she'll go back to tending to Finn, who is assumedly fretting. What is Finn up to?
Staring into the darkness, trying to figure out if something is coming for them.
Alpin is staring. Prayaria will give him her cloak of Elvenkind. Keep hidden.
Thanks.
And she will go and stare at the ladder.
You're wearing it like a little shock blanket.
The hood up.
While you are all healing and preparing, you kind of hear a shift and watch those of you with dark vision see this, of course. I'm guessing that you would probably have created light in the hut. Can we assume that for our completely blind Finali and Akron?
Thought I was staring out into pitch darkness.
No, there's definitely light in the hut.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's given that the light can't come out of the hut, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's some like glowing plants or something that can be formed around it or something.
As you do kind of like look out, those of you without dark vision, you still can't see past. As far as it's just complete black wall. Those of you with dark vision that can see out on the other side of the hut, you begin to watch as this kind of black, inky darkness begins to engulf all around the hut, until you can see as well as your blind friends. And you hear a stirring in that darkness, the shifting in the walls all around you, roots ripping forward gently, The darkness is thick and encompassing, and the hair begins to stand on the back of your neck, and you get the sense of being watched, and you hear it encircling you.
Drip. Drop. Drip. Drop.
I would like to stand up, adjust a little cape on Finn, walk up to the walls of the tiny hut, and use my special eyes, my true sight, to see where her face is, its face.
It's you hear the voice just all around you. When you go and you look up with your special eyes, you can see 5 feet out, but then the darkness is still swirling around. And as you kind of move, the darkness like kind of shifts, but it's just dark, and it's just you hear it moving around like a vulture circling its prey.
So it feels less like she's actually literally wrapped around us and more like she's created a magical darkness around.
You get that sense.
Okay.
But she is around you. Just not like coiled around you like a snake.
So right, well, we all heard that she's definitely around. Are we planning to just run through her, or do we have another plan of movement?
Ludin will stand up and be like, I've been thinking for a minute here. I don't think that our current plan of just run, figure out what happens is gonna really work. I've been thinking of what we have at our disposal that we could use. How many people do we have to get out of here? 16? Is that right? There's 8 of your family plus 2 plus us 6.
That we know of.
Okay. I think that we know what guards look like. I have a couple of different ways we can try things, or at least things we should be thinking about. We know what guards look like. We have many members in this party that can turn into what a guard does look like. We scouted this place. We know what their armor looks like. Finn, you still have your prank stuff?
My prank stuff?
Yeah. All the crap that we bought at that awful shop.
Oh, the pie. Yeah. It's in my bag.
Okay. How many oozes can we turn Prey's family into?
How many did we buy? I want to say we bought quite a few slices of the holiday pie.
That's one thing. I was thinking, Akron. Got that flute? Pipes or whatever?
Yeah.
Think you can make some rats come running?
Yeah.
Does anyone here have thaumaturgy or something that can throw sounds? Any spells like that?
Yeah, Samson does, right?
Yeah, I do.
How about we amplify those mouse or whatever songs Akron can play? We have plenty of people that can turn invisible. Prey, you have your paints?
Yes, yeah, I do.
So guess what? There's no locks in this prison anymore. All we have to do is figure out first how many oozes we have, right? They can fit through, when I read this stuff, it said it could fit through like an inch. What if you just made an inch hole in the prison? That's their escape route. In terms of people that can turn invisible, Esperis, I would think that you would be in charge of communication if we did have to end up getting, separated or something like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Samson, you can turn into anything with a lot of girth and meat. You can take a lot of hits. That might be a great distraction. I'd be right there with you. I think we just need to figure out what we have here right now that will best work up there. Because the moment we get up there, if something like that happens out there again, I don't know about you, but 2 hits I was dead almost.
Is everyone feeling all right now? Does anyone need anything else?
Let me finish rolling my hit dice.
Mechanically, I want to see if we should use any healing spells after the short rest before we head out. Or I have a bunch of potions. I know I just used my greater healing, giving them to Akron, but I have some more regular ones if we need them.
I am at full health.
I am also at full health, and I still have 4 hit die left.
I got 9, I think, left.
If we get surrounded by wretches, we probably also want to make sure we have a lot of light spells to pull from.
I've been thinking about that too. Just on the outside of these doors, on the outside of this prison, it's just light, isn't it?
Lauren, are we? I know you didn't describe the outside a lot. We're currently in the gloaming court, right? Is that right? Or are we in the summer court?
You are on the outskirts of the gloaming court.
Which is always evening, right? Or am I?
Well, the gloaming court is yeah. There's really not sunlight. It's more like a magical forest with a high canopy and very overcast.
Yeah.
Okay. So knowing that, Ludin would have definitely.
Finn would also know from his book that the wretches it's magical sunlight.
Okay. So
Not necessarily. They're not like vampires or anything. They don't like the light, but magical sunlight is what like cats in water. Like they can walk around in the day.
Okay.
Yeah. But magical sunlight is what's gonna really repel them.
So Ludin, knowing that, would have then said, "It seems to me that the quickest way out would be through the walls. If we can blow them up, if we can make a hole, we just can't stay here long. Maybe keep magical light or keep light on a wall that we decide that we're leaving or something like that. I just know I'm not as stoked to be in here as I thought I would be, or as prepared as I thought we would be. Things are not looking good.
I have a question. Pray, you said that your family, how many are there?
Without me, 10.
So if we get split up, maybe we should all watch after 2 each? I mean, if it gets to that point, hopefully it doesn't, but would that be helpful?
Yes.
I think it depends on. I don't remember how much of the pie that you bought, but if we can just, upon arrival, I'm sure, say you love your family, all this, but very quickly, if we can get them to eat it and become the cubes, then this will be much faster, because if they can fit into 1-inch space, we can just put them all in our pockets and get, right? But I don't know how many you have.
Do they need to eat whole slice or just like bite?
Well, we bought it for all of us, and I'm pretty sure we only bought a few slices, so it might only take like a bite.
So we bought at least 6 slices. I don't know how many we bought
We didn't keep close enough tabs on the joke pie because
It's
we
like
didn't
a
think it would play
potion.
a big role in the giant
Yeah.
battle.
It's like a potion. Like if you drink, you have to. You can't just take a sip of the potion and heal yourself. You have to drink the whole potion.
Okay.
I have a question. Do we know if they're holding all of Prey's family together or separately?
That was what I was going to bring up next. I think, and hear me out, we might want to know our teams if we could split up. Finn and Prey, Samson and Akron, Esperise and me, or Esperise and actually Esperise and Akron, Samson and me. And the reason I think of those are Samson has Dimension Door, as does Finn and I.
Daniel, I
Prey.
sent you something.
Preyaria's family, Prey knows her family, definitely be the one that can convince them, but Finn can also turn Prey and himself invisible. Esperise, stick with Akron, because Akron's going to be hopefully playing that flute and being able to cause somewhat of a distraction. But Esperise, you're also very important. If we see Elrixis, you're probably one of the only people here that can stop any spells that she's going to cast at us. Samson, as we said before, can already turn into something that can at least have some hit points or some health to make sure that we don't go down quickly. And I could stick with him and he'll pull out a couple of his fey killing arrows and stuff like that. Might be able to help keep some of the stuff off of him.
You're planning on splitting up?
If we split up Akron.
Okay.
It's happened before, and it's better to have a plan than no one. Does this sound good to everyone, or does anyone think of something a better meetup would be needed?
I want to just to re-clarify. I know this is something we've discussed before, but if we see Elrixis, the only thing that we want to do is make sure she doesn't kill us at this point, right? We are just trying to get in and out. We are not trying to kill her at this point, yeah?
No kills.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I get an insight check on Prearia real fast? She's like, yeah, for sure.
Sure.
What do you mean? I'm all about the preservation of life
It's
right now.
They're not letting me roll on Forge, so I'm gonna see if
I think you have to refresh it. I had to earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, because
But I'm doing that in the background while the other people are doing stuff.
All right.
Have to roll.
So if splitting up is plan B, right? Then what's plan A?
Okay. What I've been thinking of is not the best. Keep in mind, we haven't had a lot of time to think. But Samson might be able to, as well as anyone else who could disguise themselves, look like a guard. Scout it out for us. Esperise continuously sends message. If they do become in trouble, we're storming anyway, right? So if we're storming anyway, at the very least that can happen is hopefully they can get us information at least on where Prey's family is. Right now there's just so many unknowns that...
Well, speaking of that, I have a couple questions. We're relatively close to like the entrance, right? There's like a ladder to climb up or something?
Yes, there's a ladder that is halfway hitched up. So kind of like, what are those? Deanna might have to, yeah, like a fire escape, except it's like, it's hitched halfway up. So you would either have to come down from the top in order to unhitch it and slide it down.
Or fly up there or something.
Or fly
No,
up
I
there.
have mage hand. We're not leaving this bubble.
So about learning where they are. So I was very concerned about Akron because he was basically dead, so I was a little confused to start this thing. But I remember now that Samir actually had a guy on the inside who is in that prison right now. And I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys before. Completely slipped my mind. But he's kind of been working that angle, and I kind of get the sense that
There's
I think it
two
might
of
be
them.
two of them.
And are we
And-
supposed to get them a message or something? Where are they?
They're inside. There are spies, and I think it would be a good idea to go find them. I know both of them personally. So kind of what I was thinking was while we hang out here and kind of rest up a little bit, I was thinking I might go do some sneaky stuff and see if I could have a conversation, figure out where exactly Prayaria's family is, all that kind of good stuff, and come back and report. Then we can make a good plan before we go up there.
That's a great idea, except that we are entirely encircled by a wretch right now. So are you going to go by yourself through the wretch?
Yeah.
How?
I can get you sun, not as much as before, but
I mean, I can cast light. If that works, or does it have to be sunlight?
It has to be magical light.
It burned.
Oh, well, light is
last-
magical light.
I mean, I have magic. I have light. So
okay, cool.
That, or I could. I mean, if it's not too crazy, I might just. I might just teleport over there. I'm also super sneaky. It may not even see me. I don't know. But the thought was if I could get out of here, away from the wretch via the light spell, dimension door or something, perhaps I could locate them sneakily, in all the things that I do that I am so proficient at, and I could maybe bring some information back to all of us, or maybe we could just all go together and see if we can find them. You know, that might be a good idea too. I have these ready-made descriptions because I know who these people are.
So if you remember, when Samir met with you at Esperisa's house, when he informed you what was happening with your family, he told you that he had intel on the inside, and that he was also sending individuals to retrieve what you have now, which is that flower. So, with that, how long do you guys say you're resting up?
An hour.
Short rest.
Short rest.
An hour.
An hour. This was just all talking while we were short rest.
So, as you guys are having this conversation, you hear the manhole above. And light kind of pierces down from above. The wretch kind of reels back, just looking up. You can't tell that it's looking up, but it feels as if there's a shift, as if it's recognized that this hatch has opened above. And you hear a cold voice.
So, you have one more chance. Where is it? Do you know what happens when the darkness slowly rips your soul from your body? When every single fiber of your being is consumed until it is nothing more than the darkness itself?
Ludin will walk over to Samson and whisper, "Sounds like we might need to catch somebody as they fall down."
It is such a wonderful holiday. And I would hate the wretch to go unfed.
You hear it kick and like a clink as there's a small murmur, a muffled scream coming down about 100 feet up, and there's a crack at the bottom, and the wretch just kind of begins to reel back.
The master, she brings us treats. The blood, yes.
And there's just this scream and cracking of bones and a snap that's silenced
Well,
until you hear nothing but the drips.
Did you catch him?
I thought we were right under the manhole. Maybe she underhand pitched it to the side. I was imagining it wrong.
You can go revive him if you wish.
Can I use Mage Hand to just...
Still around her?
I believe Mage Hand is 5 pounds. Is it 10 pounds?
I think it's 10, but there's no way.
Definitely heavy.
I think it's
But you
5.
have a moment here, if you wish, to go retrieve his body and resurrect him. If you wish.
Is he dead?
You don't know yet. He could be revived, he could be res.
Screw it. Luden's gonna cast Luden's gonna cast Zephyr Strike.
He's in the middle, he screamed and his neck was just snapped.
I'm casting Zephyr Strike.
If I see Luden casting stuff, I'm gonna cast light on his armor.
No, you don't even need all that. How far away is he?
You don't know, you can't see. But you know he's at least 40 feet away because the hole is 40 feet out and I think I said 50 feet up.
Okay, I cast light on my armor. I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike, run over to his body, use and run back as fast as I can.
Give me an initiative roll.
Let's do it. Initiative. There is no combat active. I'll just roll a d6, a d20.
Just roll a d6.
A d6.
D6?
D20.
I was like, that's it's tough right there.
D20, right, Lord? Not a D6.
Initiative roll here.
Did I say d6?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said d6. That'd be a really bad initiative.
I got a 1.
Oh, nice.
You got a nat 1?
I got a nat 1.
Can I?
Out of my face. Okay. Oof.
Would anybody? Is anybody else?
While he's still inside.
I'm gonna run after him.
Now I don't feel bad for giving. Now I don't feel bad for not. I should have probably given you guys some reaction time to him falling down the ladder.
I would have liked it.
But with the natural 1, that seems appropriate now.
Yeah.
Oh, Deanne, no. All right.
I was gonna cast greater invisibility on Luden so he could run out there, but if Finn is just going wow after him, then
Well, how does this play out? Because I think Finn would be like, Luden, no, and like run after him if it looks like he's about to get lunged at.
Luden,
yo.
You run out into absolute darkness.
Mm-hmm.
His
You
armor's
can't-
like he can see. I cast light on his armor.
This is magical darkness.
Oh,
Magical darkness negate magical light.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh,
Well, that's okay.
okay.
The creature has essentially cast darkness.
Okay.
You
Can I
run.
I'm playing.
So those of us with dark vision cannot see past it. So we would
No.
know it was magical darkness.
You would know it was
because you
magical
can't
darkness.
see through it.
And that's
I
where this
mentioned
guy
that
is?
before. I mentioned that before when the darkness rolled in and said that you were all blind, just like the others. Basically, you could only see to the wall.
That's fine. What happens to Luden?
Luden, you begin running towards. You trip over something and go stumbling and rolling around, and then you completely lose your bearings, and you have no idea which way it is to the ladder, which way it is back to the hut.
Okay. And that was on my initiative.
Yes. You don't know where anything is anymore. You have completely lost all bearings as you've tripped, fallen, and rolled. You're prone at the moment.
All right.
Okay.
Luden will get up, pull out his bow, fire 2 arrows, one that way, one that way. Whichever one hits the wall, I know that's where the wall is. And
It's a room. There's all walls.
Yeah,
There's
but
walls everywhere.
we're right next to a freaking ladder that's attached to a wall. If it goes down 150 feet, then that's not the way that I need to go.
After you're done, I'd like to do something, but I want to make sure you get your.
Well, as you
Lauren, you love us.
as you run out, the wretch will get to go next. We might have to, at this point, we might have to roll initiative for everyone.
Okay.
Did I get to ready myself to run out at least? 'Cause
Yeah, well, I'll
I
let
really
you.
want to.
I'll let you go after. I wasn't expecting it to go this way.
That's what a nat 1 does for you.
I mean, Luden, you
No, we're
knew
good.
that it was
We're good.
right there.
I didn't try and roll a nat 1.
Even if you rolled really well. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. Is the thing, you know what it is? It's fine.
I mean, I have the highest
ever-
perception on our cat. Like by myself, I could usually find where a sound came from. It's just a nat 1 I can't do much with.
It's dark. There are drips and echoes all around you. It would be very difficult.
I can't
okay, so-
find the initiative check anymore on the new thing.
You just go to combat tracker, and hit the little combat die.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
never done that. Okay, cool.
Switch the music over now. Since we've just gotten into a tense situation.
I'm not gonna have any spells left to save your family, pray.
It's not letting me roll.
Because you're already
Because you already rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, but was that my initiative for the fight, or was that my
Basically you entered a combat. The rest of everyone else entered combat once you failed, and they decided that we're gonna do something.
Okay, I got you.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got you now.
So Prayari and Samson can roll as well. I hope it's not too loud, guys. Let me know if it is in chat,
Refresh.
please.
Well, hopefully I
The
got my
man-
action off beforehand.
The manhole is closed, right? They closed it back up.
Yes, they closed it back
They
up.
left.
Yeah, they left.
They didn't see our shenanigans.
No, they left. They left at this point. You don't hear music? Okay.
It's still reloading.
Hey, Lauren, will you roll
Yeah.
initiative for me?
Yes, I will.
I'm not in the fortune because of
Okay.
technical difficulties.
I rolled for you, Prayaria. All right.
Thank you. Still loading
So,
as well.
So the wretch is gonna go.
Do I not get my action off before he goes, at least?
Yeah, you can get your action off.
Perfect. Do I know which way is which?
You have no clue which way is what.
Even after firing the arrow?
It. You fired 2 arrows, one in one direction, one in the other direction. There are 3 walls, by the way.
Okay.
Because there's a wall where the manhole is, wall here, and then tunnel here.
Well, then can I roll 2d20s or whatever, 2d4s to figure out which wall it was, and you just assign the rolls?
You can't determine which wall it was, but you can determine that it is a wall. Like, it
Well-
would be impossible to know, like, this is the east wall that I've just hit. Does
No,
that make sense?
all I'm thinking of is the closest wall that I shoot. Because at the very, even if I ran, so his thing was attached against a wall. So if I hear a sound 100 feet away after shooting my bow, then I know that that's not the right wall. If I shoot one right in front of, like shoot one the other opposite direction, and it's a closer wall, that's where I'm going, and we'll just walk my way across it. It's less
So
of
you're
a,
trying to judge the distance based on
because I mean,
how far the arrows fly.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
is it like tink, tink, or is it like tink, tink, where he's like right in between them?
That's what I'm using the sound for. I'm not using it for actual, I know exactly which direction I'm in. I know that the farthest wall is not the one that I need to go to. I'm going towards the closest. The one that I hear.
Something's about to eat your skull, Ludin. Like something's about to bite you in the head.
That's completely fine, but I would much rather have my head bit as I'm running towards the hut than running towards the opposite end.
Darkness.
All right. So you go ahead and you shoot 2 arrows.
I shoot 2 arrows.
I guess I'll roll for what walls it hits.
On point.
This is very complex. Okay. You shoot 1 arrow. You never hear it hit anything.
That's not the way I'm going.
Okay.
Ouch.
You shoot another arrow. You almost got the exact same one again. You shoot another arrow. It does hit a wall. It seems much further away.
Perfect. Then the only other direction is the other direction. There's only 3 walls, so it's not one of those 2. Then I run the other way.
Which direction do you run?
I don't run towards either way that I shot the arrow. I run back.
You just run back.
There's only 3. There's only 3 walls, so no matter what, I should know the direction of where I fell, and I'm running towards that direction.
Okay.
And now it can kill me. I mean.
But yeah, now the wretch is gonna take its turn. You seemed with your passive, and as you were running in the area, you notice that it drops something, and there's just kind of like a.
It's alive.
And it begins to shift and slither and slink along the walls.
Delicious meats. More for me, more for me. You come to deliver yourself.
And it will take a deep breath. And it will exhale a decaying breath in your direction. I need you to make a con save, please. Oh.
1.
That is a natural 1.
2 in a row.
We're doing great. We're doing great, y'all.
Start rolling the D&D Beyond. The Forge Beyond one sometimes.
All right, let's see how bad Ludin gets hit. Pull up my calculator.
You take 83 damage.
All right.
Daniel's laughing. I can hear him in the other room.
All right.
You feel like this hot, sticky breath just blow towards you in this cascade of putrid, just chemical goo and a bit of blood from what it had been feasting on at the moment. And it just slams into you with such force. And that will end its turn, Fiddle-Eye.
Okay. oh my god. So Finn just hears Ludin like disappear off into the darkness, and he's like, no, Ludin. He like runs after at least the direction that he saw Ludin go. And as running towards that area, he's going to cast daylight. I would like to anyway. If that is okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
What does this look like?
So basically, Finn throws out his arm with this holy symbol and touches it, and the snake lights up, and like the whole area just starts to 60 feet lights up with this bright, almost like blinding daylight.
Now, does daylight
It negates darkness if it was cast at let me see, I want to say 3rd level or less.
Okay, yeah. You cast it, and immediately the darkness crawls back, as if being inhaled by some beast, and just fills the space. You see Ludin on the floor, like just like battery acid has ate through parts of his face and neck. He's looking rough. You see close nearby to him, probably about 30 feet away, you see this crumpled, mangled body. And it's very hard to discern what it looks like. It's just completely covered in blood. Bits of bone are poking out. The guy looks in some really bad shape. And as you also cast this, you do hear the creature.
Yeah, if I'd like to scale and try and get to where Ludin is, stand over him and Finn's gonna bare his teeth at the wretch and be like, get away from him!
And it just kind of curls back. On the edge, like it hovers around the edge of your light, just skirting the edge, as if it's waiting for the light to diminish once more and crawl back in towards you with darkness. But it just watches you.
Okay.
All right. End your turn?
Yeah, unless there's a bonus action I can do, like drag Ludin back. I don't think I can do that though, so.
So we'll go to the top of the
Secure the
round
boy.
of the initiative that has been rolled at this point. So that would lead us to Akron.
Let's go, baby. All right. My game is paused. Can I see my boy?
Oh, yes, sorry. There.
Can I see my boy?
Yes. Sorry, let me actually move you guys where you probably would be. Let's put.
Right now, I only see me. I see no one else.
Oh, you don't see, it's. Oh, yeah, you would see him. Hold on. Light.
Oh, yeah. that's
God
right.
said. How big is your radius, Danny?
60 feet.
It's like 60 feet right, and then an additional 60 feet. It's like 100. It's like 120 feet. It's
Okay,
huge.
so something like that. There you
Daylight's
go.
massive.
You should be able to see now.
Yay. Oh, wow. I'm like right next to this thing. Let me move.
So
right.
Ludin,
Oh, this
Esperis,
is
you guys are right
much
here.
Wait for it. It has to move too.
Something like that.
Where am
Unless
I?
it
Am
wants to
I
stay
over
right
here with
there.
these guys?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. So, Akron. He's gonna use. Ludin is almost dead. That makes sense. Not really sure if running out there is gonna help anything if I can't get back. That's what I'm worried about.
It is probably over here now on the edge of this darkness. Or
On the
this
edge of
light.
yeah, where the light is, right? Okay, okay,
Right
okay.
here.
Okay,
You have a marker
awesome.
for the body.
Yeah, where's the other guy at?
He is. Here, I'll draw a line for him. He is like.
Let's put a little X.
He is like right here.
Oh, bet. All right. So Akron on his turn, he's gonna look over at Finn and see Finn kind of hovering over Ludin, and this evil creature seems to have created enough distance that I believe that I think Finn's got that covered. Good job on the daylight. So Akron is gonna use his turn. He's gonna he's gonna like tiptoe over here, you know, like don't pay no attention to me, you know, just keep staring at the light, you know, nothing going on over here, and he's going to grab this guy and does it look like he's making death saves? He's probably making death saves. I'm gonna use my action to can I stabilize him?
Can you lay on hands for like a hit point to get him loop?
Oh, thank you. I'm a paladin. I lay on hands.
You are.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'm a paladin. I lay.
He's a field medic.
Yeah,
I
you're a
lay on
paladin.
What does your lay on hands
I
look
don't
like?
want
Are
to
you
stabilize the mangled corpse, nearly corpse man at the bottom.
Pretty much.
then
Okay,
thrown down
so
the
for lay on hands, yeah, he's gonna put his she got thrown down this manhole, so I'm assuming he's got some broken bones and
Oh
the
yeah,
like.
he's like his elbow is poking out of like his arm, his forearms over here, like it's rough.
So when Akron places his hands on him, the vines are gonna act like tourniquets and like casts and stuff, and just wrap around and the magic is gonna kind of like pull the arm back in place and wrap it up and act kind of like a split for it to keep it from falling off, as the kind of similar to Akron, the green magic starts pulsating and healing like an aloe vera kind of deal, and he's gonna do that, still keeping eye contact with the creature over there, and then he's just gonna hoist him up as gently as possible, like a big baby, and he's gonna use the rest of his movement, because I think I'll move 5, 10, 15. He's gonna use the rest of his movement to bring him back over to the hut.
Hut disappears
You
after
pick
you
him.
leave it.
You pick him
Not
up,
everyone,
and
right?
he just like groans, just like, ugh. But he's grateful. He doesn't fight you at all. He's just grateful.
I say, hey, my name's Akron.
Yeah.
You're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And I bring him back to the hut.
There's
Hey,
no hut.
Luden's right. As soon as our paladin leaves the tiny hut disappears.
Oh no.
You're the only one that has to stay at the hut.
That's true. That it does say that in the description. That's
It's
true.
the first line of the spell, unfortunately. So we gotta go upstairs immediately.
You
Is what
guys
this
gotta
means.
go up the ladder.
Hey, Brandon, if it
now.
makes you feel better, he wouldn't have been able to come into the hut anyway. You have to
Okay,
cast
that's
it
fine.
while he's in it.
No, okay, in that case,
You would have known that regardless.
Akron turns around and the look of shock and horror on his face when he sees the vines disappearing back into the ground is like, oh my god!
You all watch as the wretch just kind of like begins to like this curling, like dark smile curls up the side of its face as it just kind of hovers on the edge of this light, like a candle flickering.
All right, everyone stay with Finn.
At this point, how long does daylight last?
1 hour.
1 hour? Okay.
Yeah.
We can come out of initiative for that. I think as long as you have
Take
it up,
another long rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a
Oh my god.
short rest.
Man.
Lauren's like, this is out of control.
I'm just go ahead and recast Tiny Hut real quick.
Go ahead and take a short rest.
hold on. If you guys are gonna do that, the creature will do something else.
If we have daylight up for an hour, I don't know if we'll be able to take a full long rest. If we can just stuff this fucker with all of our healing potions, and then I can cast Disguise Self. Who else can disguise themselves? Because I think it's time, while you guys are healing up with the daylight with Finn down here, I think it might be time for going on reconnaissance for those guys. Because I can cast Disguise Self. Samson, do you want to do the same? Or are we worried about splitting up in this way?
No, I think that's a good idea.
I mean,
But just like 20 minutes. We're not like
Do it.
leaving them down here with the guy. It's just while they have daylight up, does it look like daylight is enough to keep the big snake away?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as daylight is up, it'll be unsettling because you'll be able to see it at a distance, but it will just continue to stay like on the edge of it.
Should I take pop
Finn
shots
will
at
hold
it?
it.
I mean, I could just
Yeah, I throw rocks at it. Come on,
Ludin, don't instigate it.
Ludin over here with 35 hit points, his face just melting off. Like,
The potion
Nah.
that Escaris gave me, I'll give to you.
No, you're not, because you'll die. I have,
Ludin is just going to go to the corner and sit down for the hour and use the rest of his hit. I have plenty of hit dice, guys.
Oh, you got
No,
more?
I'm not
Okay.
worried about your hit points. I don't think we have a full hour. At the end of the hour, it will immediately attack us again. You have 55 minutes, is what I am saying.
hey, Akron,
Thanks.
cast light on the outside, like 5 coins. Just make sure they're all across that whole thing now.
I got you. No, I'm casting light on the rocks as I throw them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Make it scoot back even farther.
Can I do, before I head off with Samson and whoever else to do this, can I do an Arcana check to feel like if that's going to be enough to let him take a short rest, or whether we are spitting God in the face with our actions?
Because I am a benevolent tail weaver, I will allow you to take a short rest. Ludin.
Hey, that's all I needed.
Samson, is it okay? Is it all right if I go with you, or do you want to go alone?
You have negated your short rest for that BBEG, though.
Oof. Me?
Yes.
Oh, that's fine. I probably wouldn't have any more hit dice anyway. Like, this is bad.
I'm gonna do Song of Rest. It'll give you an extra D6 if you need it.
Cool.
I mean, as priest do. I mean, I guess you could go, but wouldn't that? I feel like that would be just probably more irons in the fire. You know, like you don't know what these people look like.
No, I don't know what these people look like, but I do feel like, and Prearia, if you want to weigh in, because people listen to you, probably Samson going by himself into the dungeon might result in Samson being thrown into the dungeon by himself. This is a reasonable assumption.
Right. I will go with Samson.
That's okay.
No, Your Highness, Majesty, pray. I think maybe not sending you into the dungeon, at least before we've scouted everything out, is probably the best move.
I can change my appearance. I am very good at stealth. I know what the people we're looking for, at least on my end, look like.
Hey, pray.
Okay, but
don't. Just it. Literally, if you get taken, we're done.
Then what's the point?
You're
too valuable.
Maybe I could stay down in the sewer with the giant death worm as well.
Well, yeah, and two of your knights and everyone else here to protect you. Absolutely. In the daylight.
Maybe we should ask the guy we just revived.
Yeah, you guys, like, he's just kind of like, he's just like has an arm over his left side, and like he has like what, 1 hit point that you gave him with your lay on hands, but he's just like,
give him one of my regular healing potions because it sounds like it was being rejected.
Maybe he knows something that can help.
He has 5 more hit points. Congratulations to him.
He drinks it and he just kind of nods at you. Thank you.
You look about as bad as I feel, man.
Wish I could say that I looked better. But he looks up and he's like, Samson, Martis.
Well, that's convenient.
Samson just shut down, guys.
.exe has stopped working.
You are breaking up like crazy.
Yeah. So,
Samson sees a guy he recognizes from the old parties and like, I'm sorry, it's breaking up real bad. We're in person, man. I can't hear you. Bye.
Can you guys hear me now?
No.
Or not really?
A bit.
Great. This is working out swimmingly. Or, hey, guy, friend, do I recognize this guy?
Yes. He is one of the individuals that you would have known from Samir.
Hey. Oh, yeah. So you obviously know me. I'm Samir's friend. We're here to save Prearia's family. Can you help us? Do you know where they're being kept or anything like that?
I do. They caught on after we took your symbol. And he kind of like bows his head to you, Prearia, as Samson mentions, like kind of like, you know, nods his head over to you. And he immediately understands that, oh, you're Prearia, holy crap. And he just kind of like, it's kind of sad because he is injured and he's bleeding and parts of his like bone are still sticking out a little bit. He kind of like, he attempts to feebly try to kneel before you.
Yeah, no. She's gonna stop him. Like, you stop that. You are very gravely injured.
I only apologize that we couldn't get that to you sooner. And he kind of like nods his head towards the flower.
It has saved our lives already. You've gotten it to us exactly when we need.
Up above is storage. You shouldn't find anyone in there, but there is a guard. He guards the entrance. Door's locked. They keep the lock. Right? They keep. They keep the manhole cover locked. But you should be able to reach up in between it to unlock it if you are able.
We got paints.
Your family is in the hallway down the left corridor. If you follow the right corridor, that'll take you to the warden's chambers and the armory.
Are they all there? Her family.
You're gonna have to be.
Are they all there? Together?
There's only 2 left to be experimented upon. But they are all alive.
Very
Okay, we need to work on
Priori like collapses.
phrasing.
I swear, you could have said that way better.
Yeah.
Oh my.
In terms, they've been cut in half. They're only the left side.
I didn't mean for it to happen that way, but it's kind of funny that it did. It's like there's only
The rest
2
are
left to be experimented on.
I mean, like,
The rest
it's
are still alive.
Prey just died of a heart attack, but like, it's cool.
So we know where they. So we know where they are, right?
Daniel, you're breaking up so bad.
We know where they are.
If you ran over to Lauren's room and said you
What's the best way out of here? Do we know? What's the easiest way to get out of here?
Honestly, through here.
No, no, it's not.
Don't lie
No,
to
it's
us
not.
like this, man.
Unless you
The
prefer
2
to
humans
walk-
in the group have something to say about that. It's not the best way out. No, absolutely
Unless you
not.
prefer to walk out through the front door, but you're gonna have to be on some serious light feet. Elrixis is here.
Of course she is.
I got one more.
Okay, I look at Finn. You got plenty more daylight in you, right?
I got one more stealth.
We only needed to get out of here. I mean, it's keeping the monster at bay.
I could do one more down here.
Yeah.
And then if Ludin can get us through to the prison on light feet, then maybe? Yeah. But we should listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. He's been here longer than we have.
So are we still turning them into ooze? Or are we just trying to shove them down the hole?
I think if we turn them into ooze and they're on us, it'll at least keep them safer, right?
We should turn them into ooze and put them all in Prioria's pockets.
She does have a lot of pockets.
That's what we should do.
Okay.
Then her and all of her family will be in one place and we won't have to worry about losing anyone.
Okay, so
and then
that's
as long
6.
as and then as long as Prey is with us, everyone will be okay. Then we can come back down here the way we came, because this is the best way out, right? So we'll come back down here, Finn will cast light to keep the creature at bay. We'll make our escape.
Okay. So we have 6 oozes. We still have to get 4 more people out. 2 of them. Do you have enough for light and a dimension door, or no, just light?
Let me look.
Well, if we have a dimension door, we won't need light, right?
No, we'll definitely still need the light. Look,
Remember,
the
you
idea
cannot use transportation spells in the prison.
Okay.
Is it in the prison only, or because We're below it,
Because
right?
right
So it
now we're
doesn't
not
matter.
in the prison, right?
Is that why we're able? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's
So theoretically, if we got them
teleported as
back to
close
this
as-
point, we could dimension door them out.
no, not outside.
No,
I'm
we
just
teleported as close as we could, and then we had to walk here.
But we have
So,
Daniel.
it's an
Last
aura around
session,
the prison.
you dimension doors within the sewers. We can dimension door while we are in the sewers.
I'm not gonna tell you what Lauren allowed.
No, but Daniel, you
Well,
did.
that is true. That is true.
so
Yeah. I don't think we can dimension door out of the sewers, but we can dimension door within them because we've already done it.
Yeah,
You
I
and
shouldn't-
Finn
you
did
weren't
it last
supposed
session.
to. You weren't supposed to be
Oh.
able to. I didn't even catch that. You weren't supposed to be able to do that.
So that's an important note. I was wrong last time. That doesn't mean we can do it now. Like it was just a miss thing, so we still can't do it.
Can we?
Okay. That changes things as well. So if no teleportation at all is allowed,
Then Finn will just cast light and we'll
no,
escape.
we need 4 more people to get out, Akron. We can get 6 people into Ooze. 6 people can be on priority. There's 4 more people in her family. That's where the issue is coming in. If we're trying to
Polymorph
get
minarets.
Who?
Polymorph minarets.
Do we have those enough spell slots to do that and get out?
No, polymorph is concentration. You can only do it on one.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I can make 4 people invisible at the same time.
Yeah,
So I can
that'll
make
work.
all of them
That
invisible.
could work.
Why is everyone else in ooze?
Originally was to just get them out through the walls, which is still an option.
It sounds like, forgive me if I'm wrong, friend. It sounds like we could just take out the guard, hang a left, and break them out of the prison, and then walk back here.
Yeah,
And,
see, the
and
issue
then
with
use
that
daylight to leave the sewer.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
the
issue
prison's
with
gonna
that
have
is
guards,
I
right?
have to. That means we have to walk with 16 people stealthily. I can do 10 of you guys. With what we did last time with stealth.
Oh, I have passed without a trace too.
Oh, cool. That'll
Does it-
take care of everything.
Does it?
I also think it would be better to move fast rather than quietly. Once we have a group of 16, group of 16 is not high.
Well, if we turn 6 of them into oozes.
So if we just run, I think
But-
we can get down there and bail.
I
Samson,
agree
the issue with that is if somebody gets shot in the leg or anybody gets captured, then we're back in the exact same position that we are in right now. Are we trying to get all of Prey's family out, or are we just trying to get as many as we can out?
Here's the
Because
thing.
that's a very important distinction to make.
I think we do need to be sneaky because, I mean, if Alrixis knows we're in there, she can just call her wretches out and grab us all back.
Yep.
It doesn't matter how fast we are, shadows are everywhere. And they're faster than us. We can't outrun a wretch.
The elf that's like kind of like been listening to you all, he kind of leans up and looks at you, Lud, and he goes, you can use magic on the locks of the doors, but not the cells.
Jeez.
You will need the key.
So where's the key?
From the warden?
There are a couple different ways that you can get a key. The officers, their hands are tattooed. And they are able to magically... They are able to magically open the doors.
Okay,
The
cut
no-
gas in.
Nitsa is there as well. Her hand is tattooed as well. When their jobs are over, they are killed.
Esperise, do you think you could convince a guard to just open the doors for us? So
I
we don't-
think I would be able to do that. Yeah.
Your hand isn't tattooed, right? He looks to the elf.
No, it's just initiate.
So there's one guard that we have to get past, or are there multiple guards down that hallway to get to Prey's family?
There's a guard at post in front of the storage room, which is right above us.
And does he have a hand tattoo? Or is he not high enough to do that?
No, he guards the storage room. He's
Okay.
not high enough for that.
So he's dead.
There are 7 guards in the barracks. 2 more guards guarding the armory. No one guards the cells. That's only because
The tattoos,
Noknitsa.
right?
No, because Noknitsa is close by.
Well, who?
She, the mother of hags. He looks at you all, and he looks at Priari, and there's like, he looks at, with your passive insight, I believe, Finalite, he looks afraid. As if there's more to say, but he's afraid. Like, he's afraid to tell you.
You need to tell us everything. If we're going to get out of this alive, all of us, you've got to tell us everything.
She'd been experimenting. Taking their blood. They're strung up in their cells. And each of them have gone through suspended in some chamber. She can see through their eyes.
Okay. It sounds like one of us might need to be ooze and be able to get through the actual whatever's through the bars themselves and try and unlock it, and another person may be invisible explaining what's going on. If we can't be seen by them,
You'll need to disguise yourself either as another guard. She sees through their eyes if she's close enough.
Can she hear
That's
through
why
their...
that's why they don't have guards in the cells, because she can see through their eyes. So if you do see your family, I would be very careful to wake them at first.
Is it just their eyes? Can she also, like, hear through their mind or anything like that?
Just through their eyes.
So we need to communicate with them without speaking. And we have to obviously be disguised, but we can let them know that we're not actually guards.
I just like flick her hair to like show their eye patch. That we can work around.
Okay, so blindfold them all and daisy chain us all the way down here?
You don't think something will be strange if she realizes that she can't see through their eyes?
Well, if they're all experimented on, I assume they're probably not looking around very much right now. Their eyes are probably already closed.
Fair point. Okay.
Did you say there's only like 9 guards up there total?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guards in the barracks. There's 1 guard guarding the entrance to the storage chamber. There are 2 guards guarding the armory, and 2 other guards patrolling the hallways.
And you said Elrixis is here. Do we know where she is?
Last I saw her was before she threw me down the hole.
Where's she been hanging out?
She's been...
She set up an office.
She's been spending time with the warden. Pacing back from the warden's office to see Noknitsa and see how the progress on the blood is doing. The night hag, or the mother of hags, she said she saved the best for last.
Okay, so plan.
Wait, real quick. Is there another spy up there? There were supposed to be 2, right? 2 of you?
Yep.
Oi, Kaylin.
So are we gonna try and find him at all, or?
He's one of the guards and guarding the armory at the moment.
Okay.
They only discovered you.
Everyone's on edge after that flower went missing. She's been weeding over the guards. Almost got both of us,
Safe.
but I wouldn't let her get Kaylin. So I gave myself up in hopes that it would give him time.
Can you still fight?
Got a hit point, dude.
He's
Yeah.
got like 5 hit points.
Yeah, but the idea is, do you have any magic whatsoever, or are you just another body that we got to get out of here?
He just kind of looks at you. Don't worry about me. I am ready to die.
Of course, if we can help it, you won't.
Okay.
I don't think we're leaving this prison without killing Nos Nixtris.
Noknitsa.
Noknitsa.
The Hagwitch?
Okay, yeah.
You just
don't-
call her the mother of hags.
I don't think we're leaving here without killing the mother of hags. If she can see through your family's eyes now, there's no reason to suspect that she wouldn't be able to when they leave. Wherever we take them, they'll be hunted.
Well,
And she'll know exactly where they are.
he said if she's close enough, right?
I don't want to give her the chance to ever get close enough again.
Okay.
Wait. So here. So we're gonna fight her now? Here, where Elrixis is here.
You don't have to fight her.
I thought the plan was to get your families to safety. Let's not muddle our goals.
She is also a threat
They're
to
not-
that safety, but I
they're not-
understand.
Yeah, but
Then they're not safe if she's alive.
the time to kill her doesn't have to be now. We could kill her when she tries to come get them from us when it's on our terms. But now we need to get in, get them, and get out like the plan was. We're stuck between the wretch back there, Elrixis and her goons up there.
We should try to get out without fighting because we are in their territory.
Look,
Right.
if we're going to fight, our plan should not be to try and get them out at all. If we're fighting,
Yeah.
we need to fight.
If we're fighting, yeah, we need to kill everything here, which we're just gonna die in the process. We can't take out one wretch, and there's more of them, right? If Elrixis sees us, we're dead.
Are there more of them?
There's only this one down here.
Yeah,
The rest of them reside in the Gloaming Court.
We're in
Yeah, so
the
we're-
court, though.
You're on the edge of the Gloaming Court.
They're not even here. It's just
Okay,
us.
so do we want? Okay,
This one guards the sewers.
so before we go out, Esperise, are you strong enough to fight right now?
Yeah, I can. It's
Akron, you got enough to fight right now?
What?
It's a yes or
we
no
do.
question. It's a yes or no question, Akron. If everybody doesn't have enough to fight, then what's the point, right? Do you have enough to fight?
Yeah.
Finn, you got enough to fight?
I think so.
Samson, I assume you do. You just got through a short rest, right?
I mean, I'm invincible all the time. So
Okay. I have 2 spell slots left. I could either use one offensive or one defensive. If we're
Why are
going
we
to
even entertaining this?
Because she is the queen, Akron. You're gonna have to listen to her
Things
regardless.
don't go the way we wish. Of course, my family is priority.
so just to clarify, is our still plan A to just try to get your family out, and if things go wrong, then we will kill Elrixis? Or are we we are going to kill her?
Still plan A.
We will say that your boy also gets a short rest. Your elven friend.
We have debated long enough for a short rest.
We'll say that he gets a short rest, and he looks at you all and he says, "Whoever's guarding, if we can quietly take out the guard at the storage, perhaps I can take on his appearance and ensure that you all have a way out in case anything happens. I can communicate with Kaylin, and perhaps we can help and work together."
I am ready to do what needs to be done. I just want to be sure that we are in this position where we are able to succeed.
Priority number 1 is getting Priest's family out. So we need to remember that, right? Let's try to get them out.
We also need to know what the plan is.
Same plan. We go in. We try to get out.
So plan A.
Samson, you just came back to us. What's up?
So plan A. We go upstairs. We kill the guard immediately right there. Make sure he's done. Go to Prioria's family. Get the key. Or find a guard that has a tattoo. Bring them to Prioria's family. Get Prioria's family.
Get Priori's family, and then after we get our family,
We get Prioria's family. We bring them to the sewers. That's plan A. When find a warden or guard with a tattoo. We will leave to the sewers. When that fails, we kill the mother of hags, and begin making our way to the sewers as fast as we humanly possibly can.
When that fails. So Samson, this is another case of we are going to do what
fails,
Samson wants no matter what.
So
Okay.
no. If and when that fails, we go through the sewers as quickly as we can. We follow daylight out. If all that goes to
Shit. If all that goes to shit.
then we break open. Thoughts?
We break.
We break open the thoughts.
Alright, so
That hole over there is broken open. I understand.
okay.
I
no, we dragging out. We fly out of here.
Wait, what?
Like if we
What
can't get out to
dragon?
the sewers, if we can't fly it, like we break
Yeah,
out.
what
we break out the
dragon,
dragon
Samson?
fly.
You don't know about any dragon. What are you talking about?
The canary.
You've
My
never heard
canary.
of that. I don't know why you're even bringing it up. You have no idea that it exists.
What canary?
Okay.
Question. What's our guy's name? What's his name?
Our elf.
Oh, you never asked.
I'm asking him now.
Oh. Tabless.
It's nice to meet you, formally.
What was his name one more time?
Talus. Talus.
Talus, do you know? Can you describe to us or point out, because you've worked here for a while, right? Can you describe to us or point out like which one of them would have one of the marks? Because I don't think it's smart to go up there and just like, what are we gonna? Hey, can I see your hand real quick? Like, can you describe?
No, it's not going to be. Can I see your hand, chick? It's going to be I suggest that you come with us. DC 19 disadvantage on the save, and I can cast it 4 times on him. Like.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well,
so
then
he will
let's just send
express.
Escarice up there.
There's no choice. Nobody has their own brain anymore. I'm gonna do it.
If she can mess with, if she can mind screw one of the guards and then just opening up the gate, then the warden won't know anything's wrong because it'll be a guard letting them out. And
yeah, accurate. But the issue that we're still going towards is, as soon as they open their eyes and walk out of their cage, the person, whoever, this witch, queen, whoever person is gonna know. So we're gonna have to send somebody.
them, aren't we?
No, but we. Okay, if we blindfold them, why would they?
This party who could speak into others' heads.
Just say keep your eyes closed.
Okay, you know what? Fine. I'm just saying, why don't we send someone else as well with Esperise so that they can know that? If
she's not going alone.
You know what? Screw it. Fine. Whatever. Jesus.
I think we're all agreeing. Esperise can't go by herself. Of course someone's gonna go with her.
You literally just said, why don't we just send Esperise? But it's fine. Whatever. Let's go.
Do we want to go to break because Daniel can't talk?
Yeah. Let's go to break. We're gonna talk through our situation, our technical situation on this end as well, and see what we want to do moving forward. But we're gonna go to break for a second. So Dylan, will you please take us to break?
Okay. Here we go.
Are we back?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Are we?
We
What's up, guys?
Oh no, did they disconnect?
We come back and I froze, didn't I?
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, you did. You're good.
At least you're here.
Yeah.
Am I here? Am I here?
Yeah, you're
Everyone
here.
froze,
Yes,
and I
you're
got concerned.
here.
I'm like,
You're here. No, you're here.
Okay.
Okay.
Although I think we're all jumbled now. I think I'm Prayaria.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we will explain the plan to the
All right.
audience.
Should we?
Step
Should we
one.
Do it.
Okay, we could just
All
do
right.
it.
All right, whenever you give me the signal, I'll put daylight down because we have to try and stealthily kill the guard, right?
Yeah, don't put daylight down until we're like on the ladder. So step one.
Because it'll be on us. The wretch will be on us.
Yeah.
Unless we want to drag it down, the guard down in here with us.
Yeah, we could just throw the guard in. Sorry. We could just throw the guard. Like, we could just. We don't have to fight him. We can just. If somebody can just push him into the hole.
Pop up, grab him, and pull him back down.
Pull him.
I probably. Well, that would be either you, Akron, or Samson would probably have the best chance of doing this.
I was
Why don't we
thinking
just
that
have
too.
multiple people just.
But he
Yeah.
has to be silent. We have to cover his mouth
Me and
or
Samson will
something.
go up to the top. One of us will open it. The other one will grab him, and then we'll go from there. Cool.
Akron and Samson. Does anyone have an ability to make people silent? Because that is a spell.
I have
don't
command and suggestion, if that helps.
No, I'm just checking to see if anyone has the silence spell.
No.
It's okay if we don't. It would just be convenient.
Nobody has it.
I
It
mean,
is
I
not-
have it, but I don't have it prepared. So
Yeah, no, that's
right now I don't.
I mean, I could.
You don't have to. I know you have very few spell slots. It just might
It's
be
fine.
helpful if we don't.
It's fine. You guys, we have a solid plan. I think it's time to execute now. We're good, right? Right?
As long as our dungeon master and our Samson come back, we are good.
All right. Silent on 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Shh.
I like that.
I swear, ready.
1, 2, 3.
All right. So I think Samson.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right then.
All right. So
Okay, I'm going to say we're going to go back to break for a hot second
I
because
think we definitely should. Yeah.
and then we will update you guys as to the future of what we're doing because I know they're having a really difficult time in Florida right now with their internet.
yeah.
Just bear with us. 2 seconds. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Like the technical issues that we're having.
We
All right, go ahead, Lauren.
Guys, before I cut out one more time, thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry, like we've had so much. We don't usually have technical difficulties to this length. So God, I feel so stressed out trying to get all this out before I get cut out again. Thank you for joining us tonight. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna call it here tonight, and end the session early, and continue it next Monday. Try to get things sorted out with whatever the heck is happening with this internet. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show this evening thus far.
I think we just had a network error. Did anyone else?
What?
No, we might be on. Okay, that was
it
just
looks like
mine.
we're still good.
Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah,
We'll do
we love
followers
you all.
next. We'll do followers on Wednesday.
We'll do followers on Wednesday. Thank you for the bits and everything. Thank you for joining us. I'm so sorry that it was rough this evening.
It's Elrix's fault. She doesn't want to be.
He doesn't want us to say praise family.
Yeah, but we're gonna do it.
Dylan is gonna take us on a raid, and thank you so much for joining us this evening. Stay tuned on Wednesday for more Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We're gonna be doing a giveaway on Wednesday. We're gonna be giving away one of these awesome 1020s from Mithril Armory. So join us on Wednesday for that awesome giveaway. Other than that, Dylan.
Bye, guys. Thank you for.